Hi, I'm Helen from Helen Kennedy Designs, and I wanted to show you how to make a little garter stitch border in a contrast yarn for the edge of a shawl. And I use this technique in my Always Be Brave shawl, and you can find the link to that pattern in the description below. And what I do to start with is to knit 5 rows, starting with the right side row in just knit stitch, so 5 rows of garter stitch, and then I use the Icelandic bind off, and I hope that you can see that the bind off there produces this really nice sort of rolled edge that fits really nicely in with the garter stitch style. I'll just try and zoom in a little bit for you. So there you can see you've got this really nice rolled garter stitch edging to the shawl. And this is an Icelandic bind off, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So we've worked our 5 rows of garter stitch, and that's produced these 2 nice garter bump ridges on the right side of our work, and we've finished at the end of our right side row. Then we're going to turn our work over and begin the Icelandic bind off. Now with the Icelandic bind off, you are going to work through the stitch. So we're going to knit the front leg of this stitch, but with our needle inserted through the first stitch. So let me show you what I mean. Insert your needle purlwise into that first stitch, don't work it, and then sort of rotate a needle round to grab the front leg of the second stitch and knit that. And be careful just to knit that stitch and leave the other stitch completely alone. Then pull both off the needle and then slip purlwise that stitch back onto your left needle. And you just simply repeat that all the way along. So insert your needle purlwise, rotate to grab the front leg of the next stitch along. At this point, if you want to, snug your yarn a little, not too tightly, and work that stitch. Pass the stitch back onto the left needle. Insert your needle purlwise. Sorry, have your needle on top of the yarn. You can see I went under the yarn then. You don't want to do that. You want to go on top of the yarn. Insert your needle purlwise into the front leg. Give a little snug of your yarn and then knit the stitch. And then you can make that all into one movement. So as you put your stitch back on, don't withdraw your right needle. Simply carry on with it. So slip it straight in and just make it one smooth movement. This stitch can get quite baggy, so just before you knit you can give a little snug of the yarn to get it to the right tension. You don't have to over tighten it, but it's good to give it a little pull down at that point there. So I'm just going to continue that all along my swatch. Then when you get to the last 2 stitches, simply repeat the motion in purlwise, snug the yarn, work that stitch, and then just pull through your loop, and you can just cut your yarn and pull through as normal. That's your bind off finished. And what you can see is that the bind off has created like an extra row of what looks like garter bumps to your edge, and that rolls around the edge rather nicely. So that creates a really nice finished edge to your shawl. I hope you found this video useful. please like and subscribe, and I hope you join me in trying the Icelandic bind off. Happy knitting!